Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today for your daily tarot reading. So I always ask you to choose the stone that picks you, that draws you, and we'll begin. I'll put the timestamps in the description box so you can find your pile quickly. All right, for those of you who chose the purple and clear stone, we have the Nine of Wands, the Death card, and the Emperor card. All right. So these cards are saying that you have experienced a loss. Now, whether that's a great loss or just a change, letting something go, saying goodbye to something intentionally and feeling really done with it. But there's a loss, there's an ending of something. But yet we have the Emperor here. So that is interesting. That could have to do with the loss. That could have to do with just, you may be generally sort of a take charge kind of person. The Nine of Wands, and I feel like this is something that, this could be an end to something or a loss of something that is quite personal or something that, keeps, beleaguered. You feel a little beleaguered with it. It could be things you're hearing about. It could be losses you're hearing about. It could be less personal. When I see this Nine of Wands, I start thinking maybe. So if this is a loss, obviously with this Emperor energy, you're taking charge. You're not defeated. You're not laid low. You're not any of those things. So for a lot of you, because I see this Emperor card, a lot of you, this is an ending you've chosen. You've decided, you've taken charge. You've said, whatever I've been in hasn't been good for me. I'm stopping that. I'm stopping doing this thing. Or I'm ending this, who knows? It could be relationship. It could be job. It could be something littler than that. It could be, I'm quitting Facebook. You don't know. It could be I'm quitting, it's something that just doesn't serve me anymore. So for a lot of you, this ending is really your choice. And it's because you're just kind of done with whatever it was that was making you feel a little beleaguered there, a little battle weary there. Yeah. So for some of you, it's that. But these are very complicated cards, you guys. They're just really complicated. I think maybe what I do is I let you sort of figure out yourself what this is. Because this is going on now. This is for today. So I don't think this is anything sudden. This is something you know about. This is something you know about. If it's something you've chosen, I've already given you that explanation. If it's something that's just been visited upon you, well then, you've needed, there's something that needed to change here anyway. Not to say that makes it easy. Could have been a tough process. Could have been a tough process with this Nine of Wands. For some of you, these cards are kind of serious, but this energy that comes up, this Emperor energy, is just, it's very strong, it's very powerful. The Emperor is the protective father of the Tarot. He is the father of the Tarot who wants what's best for everyone. So he'll make rules, he'll make laws, he'll say, this is what we're going to do. And that's that, because it's best for everyone. And I'm used to people complaining about it, but I'm going to be the protective father of the Tarot. That's the Emperor. So I'll let you decide what this means for you personally, or if this means on a larger scale, things that are going on in our culture. But with that, I don't, when I see the Death card, I don't mind it terribly, because it is an ending. It's an acceptance is what it is. So that feels all right too sometimes, to just accept that something is ended and that's the way it is, You can't change reality. For those of you who chose the black stone, the fossil, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have the Six of Wands. So the Empress is a brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. It's pregnant with the possibility. Now, I think that whatever new beginning is rising up in your life, I think there's a victory here with the Six of Wands that helps you to know, it helps you to get there, helps you to get to this new beginning. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. The Queen of Cups. Now, she has got mature energy. She has insight. She has compassion. She has emotional depth. She has self-control. She tends to look really calm. She tends to look really calm, actually. And those are all great attributes to have. So I feel like there's something that, you know, for those of you who are quite nurturing, these two together suggest that, and along with this one, suggests that brings you victory. Suggests that you may have a time when that's recognized. For those of you who are quite nurturing and able to be compassionate and help people make new beginnings, you know, help people come into their new beginnings. That may be recognized. You may feel good about that with that victory card. These are all lovely cards, actually. They're lovely cards. I think you're encouraged to see the victory, to take the victories, to know that you can be propelled into a new beginning of some sort that's really, it's good and it's life-giving. So sometimes it's, you know, recognizing the victories, recognizing the opportunities, recognizing our abilities and moving forward. I just have to say this because I get this. The Queen of Cups is sometimes, you know, she's got self-control of her emotions. That's why the lid's on there. And once in a while, she has too much self-control, you know, and she sees the waters rushing by and she's calming. But now this card and this card together suggests there could be a change that isn't so calm. That's sort of like, I'm doing it. That's sort of like, here comes the new beginning. I'm going to take my victory. I'm going to do this. So there might be some of that going on. It's lively in a good way, in a victorious way. All right, for those of you who chose the Dalmation stone, we have no major, oh well, we do have a major arcana. We have the Devil, yeah, and we have the Three of Coins and the Six of Coins. Okay, so the Devil card is simply part of that cycle where we are bedeviled, where we're feeling like, oh, you know, this thing goes on, or we're feeling a little trapped, or we're feeling a little like we keep doing the same thing over, we keep thinking on the same thing. Our thoughts keep, you know, getting intruded upon by the same thing. You know, maybe we're worrying. A lot of times it's worrying. Maybe we're doing something excessively, some repetitive thing. Maybe this has to do with a relationship and feeling a little bedeviled by a relationship pattern that we're having trouble figuring out how to break or how to get out of. So the Devil is not a bad card. It's that part of the cycle of change where it's becoming patently obvious to us that something isn't working very well for us and we want change. We want to change it. And a lot of times it's the part of the cycle of change where the tension is rising, motivating us to make a change. So it's not a bad thing. The Three of Coins is consulting with experts on something that will build your security, perhaps work, consulting with somebody, coworkers or others for work. It can be people supporting your work. You know, a lot of times the person who in the card pull is the artisan, the skilled artisan who is doing a fine job and his work is supported. and admired, and he's instructed. Sometimes the Six of Coins too. This is a lot about coins. There's giving here. So there may be a pattern and some, kind of trying to lift others up, restore some equality, balance the scales a little, because these two are very, they're very different. They're very differently privileged, aren't they? So, yeah, we see on two different levels here. So this can be about something that, is just not working for you. A certain kind of relationship or partnership or interaction that is not working for you. Because it doesn't, maybe you don't feel like, maybe the scales aren't balanced. Maybe the levels aren't balanced. The power differential's not balanced. Or maybe the giving differential. There's something fun. There's something about this that is just bedeviling to you. I don't feel like it's in a huge way, but it may be in a way that just makes you want to make a change. The bedeviled card comes up, though, when we don't quite know exactly what change we want or when there are barriers to it. In any case, nothing to be too concerned about, something you already know that's going on. And I think you want to create equality here. This is what I'm getting. Whatever it is, something needs to be evened out. Something needs to be balanced out. Something needs to be made more equitable. So for you, I trust that your intuition comes in and lets you know what that is. These are interesting cards. Interesting cards today. For those of you who chose the orange stone, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Four of Coins, and we have the Two of Cups. All right. So the Queen of Swords, none of them are major arcana, so it's probably not an earth-shattering kind of day. But the Queen of Swords, she's smart. She can make great plans. She follows her plans. She doesn't let the emotion derail her logic. And you may really have, it feels like to me like a day of really good, competent kind of planning and agreements and working together. Even if your security feels threatened, it's not, but it may feel a little threatened. This guy's, he's hanging on to his money. But look at these two are having they're having an agreement. They're having a nice interaction with each other. They feel like they're on equal footing. This is good for both of them. So there's some positive interaction today. Very smart today. You're feeling really smart today. And you're following what makes sense. And you're just, sometimes it's very freeing to have those days where, well, this day only, this is what I can do. I can do this. This makes the most sense. This is a good plan. And that's what we do. Sometimes it really is a relief to let all emotion just kind of go sit on the shelf. This is what I know makes sense to do today, and that's what I'm doing. All right. Well, I thank you all so very much, and I hope you have a marvelous day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.